Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to this session. This is day 6 of the 11th day session on the 18 principles of PSSM. And thank you for joining. And we are going to get started. This 11-day session, what we are doing is we are going over the 18 guiding principles given by Patriji. And we will be talking to the masters who have actually met Patriji in the United States as well as in India. Today we have a unique master who has met Patriji, and she has volunteered not only in the US but also in Pyramid Valley, Bengaluru. After that, we'll go into meditation. We have been following this format for the last 6 days. Yesterday we did slightly different. We did not go over all the principles, but we just deep dived into two of the principles because to me, it seemed like we should we should talk only about that, because yesterday we spoke about how meditation can help the kids, young adults, teens. We spoke about that yesterday, and also how meditation helps us to see the divinity in us. So I just wanted to focus only on those two yesterday, but yes, and we did not review all the uh, principles. But today we will do it really quick, and we'll focus on two today. We are almost finishing up all the 18 principles. Stay tuned, and we'll learn more and more about these principles, and you will see if you actually follow these principles, how you don't need any other guidance. Like on a day-to-day basis, you know exactly what to do. On a day-to-day basis, meditate, read books, make sure you're talking to the right people while you're sharing your experiences. Like you have all these guidelines. You don't need to speak to anybody else. You don't have to wait for a guru to tell you what to do. These principles are really guiding. So let's start. The first six principles, I hope everybody can see my screen. The first six principles are right there. I'll do it quickly. Anapanasati meditation is the right way to meditate. Close your eyes, clasp your hands, cross your legs, observe your breath. No asanas, no pranayamas, no japa, no idols, nothing. And every day read books, read books, read books. By now we have met six masters. We only realized that there is such a big need for us to read books, because we met the first master, Arun Master. He told us so much, but to get that wisdom, we need to read books. He was talking to us about different dimensions. How do we know? Where do we get this wisdom from? From meditation, we get our cosmic energy to heal ourselves and to connect to the supreme power. But through books, we get the wisdom. On the very first day, we had a master who actually made us feel the need to read the books. He was talking to us about different dimensions. And the third principle is share your spiritual experiences with everybody who is interested, not with any and everybody, only people who are into meditation and who are interested. If they are not into meditation, please do not worry about sharing your experiences with them. It will only set you back. And these sharing spiritual experiences, listening to spiritual experiences only um, motivates you and inspires you. The last 5 days, we have seen all these masters. They have been inspiring us. They shared their meditational experiences with us. You saw how it was so inspiring, right? So share and exchange meditational and spiritual experiences with only meditators, not with anybody else. Spend time in silence. If doesn't bother you, you don't have to open your mouth about it. No worldly gossip. Mauna, as much as possible, maybe a couple of minutes. You can start with a couple of minutes a day. Be in silence. And as much as possible, if it doesn't bother you, do not have to, my word, last word, no. If it doesn't bother you, you can choose to not open your mouth. Because um, the cosmic energy that we get through meditation is like gold. Don't spend it on any and everything. Just spend it for yourself only, to heal yourself only. I think we have to become a little selfish here. And use the full moon nights for intensive meditation. We did that also. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we have been doing. Patriji says you don't sleep on those days because it's high vibrational time where you can meditate and get more and more cosmic energy. Utilize the pyramid are like the energy banks. You sit inside a pyramid, sit little bit outside the pyramid, you're going to get as much energy, more energy than sitting elsewhere. If you cannot sit under a pyramid, at least wear a cap. And there is a book, The Energy of Pyramids, The Power of Pyramids. You can read that book as well. Okay. And then Patriji says, no doctor, no medicine. Please give up your dependence on medicines and in doctors. He also goes to the extent of saying, just give up dependency on anybody else. You are good enough. You don't need anybody else. You don't stop depending upon gurus also. This eighth principle, no meat, no fish, no eggs, no garlic. Be a vegetarian and eat according to the need only, not according to your greed. So oh, he there is a big he's big into vegetarianism. I think I have not been a part of it, but most of the masters whom we have met, they have been part of the vegetarian rally, I think in New York. So we can ask them how that went. But vegetarianism is the eighth principle. The ninth, spend time in the nature, in the forest, in the mountains, on the mountains. Why? Because you can draw more energy from there. No spiritual clothing, no body marks, no rituals. You don't have to exhibit, you don't have to show anybody you are meditator. You don't have to show anybody what you're doing. Only if you meet another meditator, you talk to them, you exchange experiences. You do not show off that, no exhibition, no show off that we are into meditation. The 11th principle, this is the one we did yesterday. Teach children meditation at a very, very early age. Reason being, it will help them in all the problems they are seeing today. And live as masters, not as disciples. You learn meditation today, you are a master. You learn meditation, you have done meditation for a month, you are a master. See the divinity in you. Do not have to bow down to anybody else because they are masters or they are gurus, because you yourself are a master. Live as a master, not as a disciple. Today, and now we come to the two principles that we will cover today, the 13th and the 14th. Reject money exchanges in meditation training programs. What Patriji is telling here is, have your own way of, your method of earning is different. This teaching meditation is not an earning thing. If you want to teach meditation, don't do it for fees. We have to teach meditation free of cost without charging a fee. What he says is, teach a language, teach music, charge your money for that. But when you're teaching somebody to sit in a meditative position and close their eyes, observe your breath, when you're trying to teach meditation, do not charge money for that. What he says is, our pyramid masters will go town to town, house to house, telling them, teaching them how to meditate, like a Buddha. You can accept food, but not money. Money exchange to teach meditation is a no-no. In case we are doing a meditation conference, a meditation summit, we can request donation, but not money exchange for teaching meditation. If you want to donate for Annadanam, you could do that, or for any other expenses, a donation box, and then the donations go there, that is fine, but not a money exchange. To tell you this, the difference clearly, we are couple of weeks back, in the month of October, there was a holistic fair at the Pyramid Land. Everybody there could charge money. If they are teaching Reiki, you can charge money. If you're teaching, if you are a tarot reader, you can charge money. If you're doing any kind of energy healing, energy work, charge money. If you're channeling, if you're charge money. You saw the difference. The holistic affair happened on the pyramid land. Everybody had to give money. Yes, there was palmistry, there is astrology. You have to pay for it. But if somebody is asking you money to teach you meditation, that's a red flag. I personally would move away from it. Yeah, we are so fortunate. We learned meditation and we have so many meditation sessions. No money charge. Nobody charges you money for that. So that's a red flag. If somebody is charging you money just to teach you how to meditate, that's a red flag. Patriji very clearly says you can give a donation if you're very happy with the service. Give donation, but there is no fees charged for it. Don't charge, no money exchanges, unless there is some other service with it. As I said, if somebody is trying to channel some message, there are so many angel channeling because I have seen on PMC itself. Um, there is a lady who charges, who Patriji himself said, for this charge, because she channels messages from the angels. Patriji very clearly said, please charge, otherwise you will fall sick because the energy exchange is not happening. So that's a service. Teaching meditation, no money exchange. I hope we got the difference between a service and teaching meditation. We go to the fourth one. No worship of idols, no worship of living masters. Um, no living masters. What Patriji says is, do not worship any living masters. You can draw inspiration from them, but they are not objects to be worshipped. No living guru can be, do not worship any living guru. Not even me, he says, but you can emulate their living. You can copy them. You can take inspiration from their life. We saw the last few days, the one like yesterday, whom we met Sirisha ma'am. You have seen how she drew inspiration from the Guru and how she has been living her life based on his principles. That is what he wants you to do. Don't worship me. Don't worship anybody. Take inspiration from their life and do what they are doing. And Patriji taught Anila ma'am how about cooking. When you're cooking, be focused, you know. And she explained to us the 5 different things that he told. So learn from them, get inspired from them, and follow them. Don't worship them. So not just Patriji, we could also draw inspiration from so many spiritual masters. How? We can read books. We can read the autobiographies of all the yogis, and we can actually try to see what we can inculcate in our own living. For me, there was one book. There are many books, autobiographies, but one book, Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahamsa Yogananda. In that book, that was in the very beginning stages of my spiritual journey. I read that book. Please let me know in the chat how many of you have read that book. I would like to know. Go ahead, use the chat and tell me how many of you have read that book, um, Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahamsa Yogananda. For me, when I read that book, it's very, very inspirational book. And I do not know where, when, how, because this is many years back. They said that when you start reading that book, you will start feeling the energies of those masters. There are many masters mentioned in that book. You will start feeling the energies of the masters. And my one great takeaway from that book is Yogananda, Paramahamsa Yogananda. The only desire he had is just leave me alone. Let me just go to the Himalayas. I just want to meditate and I don't want to do anything else. All he was seeking is just sit in meditation and meditate. All he wanted was spirituality. His goal was spirituality, but his masters had a different plan for him. So he did not want to study, he did not want to go to America, he did not want to do anything. He just wanted to just meditate. But then his masters, they made sure he got his degree. They made sure he understands how to speak English. They sent him all the places. And finally, he settled down in America. I think in two different places, I think in Boston or in LA, both the places he has a ashrama set up. And so it reminds me of one saying, only speak, only seek spirituality, everything else will be added on to you. There was a Jesus, what was that? Only go for spiritual goals. All the material goals will be added on to you. You don't have to pursue material goals. You have to pursue spiritual goals. All the material goals will be added on to you. We can ask this question to any of these masters who are the previous masters. I forgot to ask, but the masters that we are going to see going forward, we can ask them. They don't have to pursue these material goals. Give up on that. Pursue your spiritual goals and just see how everything will be added on to this, added on to you. And yes, that's exactly what Patriji says. Look at all the masters, look at me, look at all the masters, and get inspiration from us. You do not have to worship us. These are the two principles we are going to. We completed 14 principles today. We'll cover the rest in the coming days. Let me stop sharing and let me check the chat. How many of you have read the book? Divya, Lakshmi, Satish. Nobody else answered. Okay. Anybody else? Please unmute and let me know. It's a very good book, Master. I do not remember where I have heard, but I have definitely heard that this is one book that you have to read every year. And I was like, why should I read that book, same book every year? And after I read the book, I gave a gap of 2 years and I read that book. It was like I'm reading a new book and that I could feel the same energies from that master. You should read that book. And when you do, we can have a discussion. But for now, I have finished all the what I wanted to do today. The principles, we still have four or five left. But I am done with what I wanted to do today. And today we have a master, Divya Makam. And a small brief introduction about Divya Makam. Before I go to the master, any questions, masters, for me on these principles? Raise your hand. Anybody raising their hand? I hope I don't miss, although I. Okay. So no. No questions on the principles. So we'll go to the master. We have Divya Makam here, and she has been meditating from 2009. She was introduced to meditation by her sister, and ever since then, she has been meditating regularly. She's by profession, she's an IT executive, and she has given her services or volunteering in the PSSM USA, and she has done all the website works for PSSM Bengaluru, Dhyana Kasturi monthly magazines. She has helped them with that. And now she's a digital creator and a volunteer at APMA. Welcome, 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 Master.
Thank you, Rupa. Actually, I was so lost with whatever you were saying. That was so amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
so much.
the
Yeah.
question for you, because from going forward from now, I'm gonna, because Patriji says, look at me, don't worship anybody, look at me and see what is that, what inspired when you saw him, when you met him, what inspired you, Master? Like when you see somebody, you want to be like them. You want, this is one feature, like this is one character I want. What inspired you?
Yes, I'll remember that question. I'll come to it.
Sure, sure. Thank
So,
you.
thank you for revisiting and revising 18 principles to us every day. I'm sure by the end of 11 days, we'll all be remembering it all the time.
Yeah, that's my plan. That's the goal. Anyway, over to you. Over to you.
Thank you. So, yes, as you told, these 18 guiding principles are for lifetime, dear friends. So, when you're driving a car, we have certain rules and guidelines for a smooth journey of us and the people around us, right? So, in the same way, I feel these 18 guidelines are for our best of life. So for me, what is Patriji? Patriji is a magnificent entity who has lived among us like a friendly human being, right? So there is no way I can limit him by describing him. I can only share few moments and few insights which he has shared or which has happened around me. So Patriji, he has been in many spiritual organizations. He has practiced n number of techniques and read more than 1 lakh books, and he has filtered all those insights from everything, and he has brought and refined and made it so easy in this 18 principles to us, dear friends. So very grateful and gratitude to that master. So he has touched many lives, many souls, millions of people are inspired to him all over the world. Any idea why this happened or how this could have happened? Just give it a thought, just for 2 seconds. Yeah. So I will tell you the secret. So he has not only given this 18 principles to the world, he has followed and lived it to the highest possible bar. That's what I have observed from him. So that's what differentiate between a teacher and a master, right? So a teacher, it's not pandityam. You just read something or guide somebody or just tell him to be this way, that way. No, he has lived it. So people around him have integrated, inspired the way he was living, and that's how we know masters who are still continuing from maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of their journey in PSSM. That's the only reason. For example, I'll tell you, if someone goes and touches his feet, he would reversely touch back that person's feet. Like, who would do that? Saying, you and me are equal. I'm a master, you're also a master. I never heard of such things. It always kept me wondering when I was around with Patrici. So uh, he I have spent some moments, or I can say many of the PSSM masters have spent moments observing him and integrating them in their lives. So that's how he is dear to everyone. So whichever profession you are, whatever activities, responsibilities you are doing in your life, you don't have to abandon them. You can just integrate meditation into your normal life. That's all he is telling. So for all of the PSSM masters, it's like Patriji's wisdom is like a lookup table. Any situation comes, if we need any suggestions, we just like, okay, what did Patriji say about this? How would Patriji encounter this, right? So as I told, my journey started in 2009. So my first experience in meditation was like started like those days I used to get some horrified dreams which was not letting me sleep. So my sister was already practicing meditation during that time. So one day she took me to a friend's house and made me sit into meditation. So we don't usually listen to our family members if they tell, right, for meditation. So she made a plan of taking me to a friend's place, and she was telling like, okay, I'm not imagining, it's not coming from my memory, so it should be something. You sit in meditation, you see what happens. So from that day, gradually, slowly, those dreams stopped, and I don't even remember when it was I was done with it. So probably I stopped doing my astral journey with those lower frequency beings. But when I started meditation, it was done. So I was very much inspired. Like, how did this happen? I had to meet the teacher or the guru who is like, brought this meditation into everybody's life. So during those days, Patriji would visit Bangalore every month, but there was no particular schedule as such. It would all come suddenly. So I was still in the college those days. So when I wanted to meet Patriji, somehow I would miss him. Like, either I'm late to the event, or there are so many people around him. I just wanted to give a shake hand to him like everybody else. But this went on for so many months. I was unable to do that. I was at one point very frustrated. There was like that urge was increasing in me. Like, why not me? So again, when I went and met that friend and started meditating with them, so in their house, I saw Patriji calendar. In those calendars, below every month page, there will be Patriji quotes. So that day, what I saw was, um, unless you have become a vegetarian, you have not seen the portals of Kingdom of God. So suddenly it was hitting me so badly. I'm a vegetarian. I'm born into a vegetarian family. So then I again filtered my thoughts. Okay, I'm eating egg, not directly, but indirectly through cookies, cakes, and all that. So that sentence hit me so hard, friends. So I stopped that moment. And later, when in that month, when Patriji came to Bangalore, I was somewhere far behind the crowd. He called me. He gave me shake hand. I was so surprised. It was very puzzling for me. How did it happen? So that was a kind of cleansing which I had to go through. So here, what I like to say is, Master's, not only his presence, his words, his quotes, they carry so much light, they carry so much energy. Such is the power of a master that even if they're not present around us, their energies do the work. We have seen in within our surroundings, like so many people are inspired by PMC, Pyramid Meditation Channel. In Atlanta itself, we have so many masters who have not met Patriji, but they're doing amazing service and volunteering, like Karuna, Sushma, Seema. They're doing. How is it coming? It always puzzles me. So when I think about it, I connect to this experience. Yes, master's words, quotes, energy. That's how it works, right? They connect through their dreams, through technology. Some have come to PSSM through flyers, not directly meeting Patriji, but through so many ways, right? So if you want to connect to any master, I suggest you have to read their books, implement how they lived, as Rupa said, in those 18 guided principles. So, here today, I want to share a few moments I recall. Um, this is a very funny incident. So, one day, I think 2011, me and my friend planned to meet Patriji in Bodhan, that is in Hyderabad. His hometown, actually, where Patriji born and lived there during his childhood. But we didn't have the exact address of Bodhan. So those days we didn't know the schedule of Patriji. So whenever we get a message, okay, sir is meeting this place or he'll be there, we would, if possible, we would just plan our journey towards that place. So that's how me and my friend decided that I had to meet Patriji in Bodhan. So we went till Hyderabad. From Hyderabad, we had to take a bus. to Nizamabad, and then comes the Bodhan. We were calling the driver of Patriji after reaching Hyderabad, asked to get the address, but he was not lifting the call. So we were already late, so we just got into some bus of Nizamabad, and we thought, okay, we have another 2 hours our journey. So meanwhile, we could contact him, but he did not call us. After some time, we got a call back from the driver. We know Patriji doesn't use mobile phones. We got a call back from the driver. He said, "We are just behind the bus. Get down." He always surprises people around him with some magic. So that moment I remember so much that I wanted to share with you all today. And there was another time in Pyramid Valley, Bangalore, where he was telling about Sufi dance. So when we turn anti-clockwise some 10-15 times, there is a trick that our mind becomes blank. You try that, he said to everybody. We are like, okay, nodding. Then he's on the stage. He took 10-15 turns and he did a free fall. We were all so shocked and tensed. Why did he do that? He just jumped off the stage from behind. We did not expect him. Everybody went and caught him. He said, "That's the kind of trust I have in you people." There are many moments like this, so amazing and so surprising. And I've seen him always using empowering, uplifting words. I've never seen him misusing his Vakshetram. So that's how people get inspired around him. He takes the good quality of every person and inspires them with that quality to do more work, more service, right? So another moment I would like to recall. So when I was with Patriji one day, there were so many other masters. They were all pressing his legs. After an hour or two, everybody went and slept, right? So I was still observing Patriji. He started pressing his own legs. So I asked him, "Why are you doing it?" He said, "If nobody is doing, I have to do it myself." Patriji words, even if he jokes, right, friends? Even if he jokes, there is so much meaning in it. There is so much hidden messages in it. We have to decode it. It would take some months and years sometimes. So what I learned from that incident is he's telling no dependency. You have to be able to do your work by yourself. You can take help, but no dependency. That's what mastery is. That's what true mastery is. So, as Sirisha explained yesterday, he broke the norms and beliefs like concept of God. God save me. It doesn't work like that. Patriji save me. It doesn't work like that because intent of God is to be useful, not helpful. And we even in the 18 principles, we would see that he says, overcome your problems with meditation, with the strength of meditation, with the practice of meditation. And there are few messages which I would like to share, which we might not find in any books or even the videos. So I have heard these things when he's in a crowd, when he's telling to someone. So I see it like, if I've heard it, if I've seen it, it's a message for me also. So that's how I have noted it down. He says, jump from experiences to experience. Don't get stuck in one experience. Whatever the situation is, you have to keep expanding and jumping from experiences. Make new friendships. Don't get stuck with one person or whatever it is. Make new friendships. Another moment, he said, if someone says there is no time. Another lifetime will be given. This quote always runs in my mind when I think, okay, I don't have time to do this work, do this service. Immediately, I get this line. Do I need another lifetime to do this work? No, I will do it today. I'll do it right now. And another time, he said, unless you have a mountain of information about a person, we have no rights to talk about that person or judge him. We cannot gossip about that person, right? And breaking the routine, when sometimes in life we feel this loss of zeal because we are all so much into human doings, not the human beings. It's almost monotonous every day. So he has given the tips of breaking the routine. Do the same work in a different way if you have to do the same work every day. So I see Patriji as a man of future. He has brought the blueprint of how the future will be on the earth. These things are not just to adore a person, they offer a path to connect to true self. We are all gods, we are all masters. So when you are God, you whom are you going to blame? We are the creator of our own reality. We create our own reality. That's what Patriji says. So whom are we going to blame? We cannot blame any situation or a person here. We are not expected to leave anything, as he said. We just have to integrate meditation into our normal lives. You can eat your favorite food, dance, watch movies, and still keep meditating. Our past actions, samskaras, they get in the way and they distract us. But we can always uplift ourselves again and again with these guidelines. There is no shame in that, to forget and remember again. But how long does it take is what matters. If someone is uh, saying something which is not in favor of us, usually it takes so many months and years we don't talk to that person. We carry that emotion and that judgment. So when we follow all these guidelines, we see like that gap reduces. It might sometimes it takes years, then it slowly reduces to months, and sometimes it slowly reduces to days and moments. It has to be like this quick snap of a moment. If you're able to achieve that, right, you're already a master, right? Every master here listening to this session, we are all here not without a purpose. Meditation has to reach maximum number of people you can imagine. This is the era of new beginning in the earth. After leaving the earth planet, no soul should go there and complain that we did not get the information. That should be the intensity of work of every master. We have to give information as much as possible. We are all here to finish that task. We are all masters. With meditation, we are all becoming from the monkey mind to the monk mind, from Vanara to Vayuputra, right? Life will still be the same, but how we are doing changes. You probably, in case your job is to cut the wood and carry every day before enlightenment, after enlightenment also, you'll be doing the same work. It doesn't become a magic. You'll still be doing the same, but how we are doing, with balance, with joy, with energy. Along with books, I also like to take messages from movies. This message I loved in the movie called Soul. It's an animation movie. So this one person, right? He wanted to be a very famous musician. So he'll be striving every day, fighting with his mom, saying that his passion and he will not do the job. And one day he achieves that. He gets a platform, becomes a famous musician. Everybody's wowed by it. So much that he can, with his music, people connect to the other world, spirit world. It brings so much trance. So he finishes that, he gets the job, he comes down, then his boss tells, okay, okay, sir, you have to come tomorrow at the same time, same place, and same show will be there tomorrow also. He'll be wondering, like, tomorrow also same? Did I do all this just for that? I thought it's going to be something different. But then she tells, a fish lives with water around it in a river. Next day, it goes to an ocean. Still, there will be water around it. There is no much difference. So that's when, you know, he enlightens himself that, okay, why was I so obsessed, leaving everything just for this one job? I forgot to rejoice my life. I forgot to celebrate my life. So that's when he starts really living the life. Instead of existing, he started living the life. So that's one of my favorite movie. So with meditation, we have so many benefits. We start living with awareness. Our thoughts, words, deeds, everything reflects each other. Like manasa, vacha, karmena, we say, right? So it starts reflecting each other. And it shows that being in now is what matters the most. Past is past. All which is there in front of us is the now moment. Integrate the wisdom. As soon as you hear a wisdom, start implementing, start integrating. Middle path. Enjoy life. Also do service. No laziness. We also have to start living intuitively, holistically, not just logical thinking. Along with Newton physics, we also have to integrate quantum physics. Be impeccable with your words, mean what you say, right? And if we are able to do all of these things, we can live passionately and purposefully. Yeah, over to you, Rupa.
Divya Master, one thing stuck out to me, and I'm not, just like you, and I'm not going to forget. If you say no time, you'll be given another lifetime. I'm not going to forget this.
It's our choice.
I'm just, I have all the time in the world. I'm going to finish everything now. Yeah, that one I actually took down. And just to go like, um, Divya Master has just taken so much inspiration from him, and she's so true about the Vakshetra. Use your words wisely. If it doesn't involve you, you don't have to speak. And when you really are ready to speak, make sure that you're speaking using your words wisely. This is not one of the principles, but then he has written a book called Vakshetra, right? So yeah, and then I actually made some notes. That's what he says. If you do not have mountain of information about a person, don't judge them because, yeah. Masters, we do have a couple of minutes, so I would like to open this forum to other new masters. Let me know what you think about these principles so far. We have finished 14 principles out of the 18. What do you think so far? Any any principle which is difficult to follow?
So, Rupa Master, to add to, hello, this is Purnima.
Yes.
So, to add to that one point, what Divya Master said, this struck me like, what do you do? Even you do the same work, cutting the wood. After enlightenment, maybe you do the same work, but how do you do, she was saying. So that time what the enlightened person will do is just connect with the tree before he start cutting, and explain that, say sorry, and I'm going to cut for this purpose, and cut it. Then later he will plant another sapling. So that's how we will do the work after enlightenment. I thought to add that.
Yes, yes, so true, so nice. Thank you, Purnima. Thank you. Anybody else? Do you guys want to ask anything? You want to share anything on any of the principles that we just mentioned? Anybody? Any questions for Divya ma'am? And Purnima, I think, yes, you show that link, the autobiography of a yogi. You will see his picture there. It's a big book. You will see his picture there.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah. No
But one
question?
question about this 18 principles. When I
Yes.
came to know about it, most of the things are aligning. Only hard part is reading the books, and being silence or the hard part for me. I need to practice. But the other stuff was regarding food. I'm a vegetarian, but as Divya Master said, like other forms of egg and garlics I used to take. So today I got the answer, like if you want to really pursue and do the astro travel and all, you need to achieve. So we need to watch what we eat. Is that matter? I got it.
It all depends upon what your goal is, right? If your goal is just to be thoughtless in your meditation, there is only so much you have to do. If you want to go beyond, you do a little more. You cannot have high goals and do less. Higher the goal, higher the work. Higher the goal, higher sacrifice. It's that sacrifice will be worth it, but depends upon what your goal is. Um, I was watching one of these podcasts. The reason why I brought up goal is if your goal is only to silence the mind, then even mantras can help you. But if your goal is to go beyond, silence your mind and go beyond and see what's there, then apart from silencing your mind, you have to go, you watch your breath and become more silent. So, depending upon your goal, you decide what you want to do. Anybody else, Master? That means my whatever I explained, everything, no questions at all. How can that be? You should have so many questions, right? No? Okay.
Everything is easy to understand, practical, but it's hard to follow. That's why the silence is.
I don't know who this is, but which one is difficult to follow? Here we have so many masters, so many senior masters are here. They are going to help you. Which particular principle you found it difficult to follow? Who is this? Is this Purnima?
Yes, yes, this is
Yes.
me.
Which principle? Pick one principle.
Reading the books. Satsang, everyone used to say. I appreciate that. That's needed to align in the path. But the spiritual books, reading the spiritual books, I'm hearing it the first time. I started going with the audiobooks right now. Bresha Master said it's better to read from the real physical book instead of PDF or using any audiobooks. So I will slowly, gradually move, I think.
Actually, once we are in this path, I'll let other masters speak, but I will just my 2 cents. When we are in this path, there are a lot of things we have to learn. We have to so many habits we have to break. We have to undo what we are and we have to reinvent ourselves, actually. So, one of the habits that we have to start is reading a book. The first thing, like when we start meditating, we'll fall asleep, but we still continue to meditate and make it a practice, correct? In the same way, you start reading the book, you read 2 pages, you will fall asleep. You read half page, you'll fall asleep. Continue to do that every day. And once you see that, a couple of pages into the book starts telling you so many things, then you cannot fall asleep. That you have to break the habit of being yourself. Oh, reading books is so hard for me. Everybody who are on this path, everybody on this call, they all started, they all had the similar, I'm sure everybody had the similar problem, but it's about making the habit. It's about starting a new habit, breaking the old one. Please, masters, please pitch in and let her and help her out here.
So that's how you connect to a master's consciousness when you read their books. Any master, pick your favorite, whatever doubts you have, pick some book related to that, and keep 15 minutes every day. Start with that. Keep 15 minutes every day. Make sure you definitely read those 15 minutes, even if it is a paragraph, even if it is a line, even if it is a page. And then you see slowly you can gradually increase it.
Divya Karuna here. For this question related to spiritual book reading, I know it will, it gets, how do I say, it gets, sometimes it might lead you to boredom because all the spiritual masters written in these books will convey the same thing that, live in balanced mind with the joyful state of thing, live in observer mode and all that. So this, what I did was, I would read one book suggested by Patriji from these 25 or 30 books, and then I would go to fiction or some science fiction or any genre, and then I would come back to one spiritual book. So that's how it helped me. I was able to do complete this lit and that list, and every month I would choose a book, and if I begin it, I would try to end it, finish it. So that's how it helped me. Instead of reading spiritual books all the time, you can alternate the genres. That helped me. And slowly, you will enjoy the reading, the vocabulary, and the essence and the meaning behind it. And you would be able to, interwoven into those two worlds, fiction world and spiritual world. You'll have great bliss, I would say. That's how, this is one advice I can give.
Thank you,
Reading
Karuna.
books, right? It also helps you express what you're going through or what you're feeling. Before reading books, I used to think like I'm not able to put my experience, I'm not able to share my experience to anyone because I don't know how to express it. But when I started reading books, I know what actually is going on. I'm able to express. So yeah, that's how books reading helped me.
And also, books spark a curiosity in you. This is how much I know. I want to know more. I want to know more. Is it possible only by asking people, or you gather your own information? Right? Some you get like you heard somebody, you heard one of the masters talk about different dimensions. How many masters can you keep asking for more information about it? Pick a book, read about it. Get your own answers. And as you go along this journey, you will have many questions. For that, the books will come at the right time. And actually, somebody else can do the reading for you. But when you actually open the book and read, as Divya Master said, you actually connect to the master. Anybody else with any other following any other principle is difficult. We have 18 principles. Staying in Mauna is difficult. Looks like nobody is. It's not
And to
difficult.
add to that, every evening Pushpa is reading Patriji Answers book. So just join that session. She will read for you.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I enjoyed that.
Oh,
She's really good, man. Yeah. Today's session also beautiful, Divya. Your experiences and everything. As far as questions go, you only have to listen and observe everything. That's my take on it because it's so much learning to going on. But all you great masters, very amazing journey you have had, and very thanks to you all for sharing it. And Rupa for what a wonderful session to be hosting. So we get to know like personal details, right? It's very nice other than what you read in the books and all that. So that part is what I'm really enjoying, that one-on-one connection with Patriji and how we can relate. Suppose we were there, we could relate that love and affection, right? So we can't get that from reading books only. So when we hear it from people we know, we feel very good, feel nice to be, we can feel like we are part of that journey with them, right? That's what I felt when I hearing all these experiences. Really nice.
Yes, that is the first few principles, Sajjana Sangatya, where we all sharing experiences, because it is so robust. Whatever principles he has put down, it is so robust. It's like meditate, get the energy, read books, get the wisdom, and once you get the wisdom, share the wisdom. And sometimes sharing helps. And when you do book clubs, that helps. This is actually this is beautiful. Yeah. And only reading books, then you sit together and discuss the books too. People who like with whoever has read that book, you can discuss the book as well. It's beautiful. Any other principle which felt like a challenge? Seema? Anybody else? If nobody has any questions, are all the principles clear, easy to follow, very easy to follow? Remember.
So this is Purnima again. I have one more question
Yes.
regarding the being in silence is not a problem for me, but while opening our mouth, speaking the right amount of words, conveying only the needed information is really a challenge. I have noticed many masters using very limited words while they open their mouth. So I wanted to be like that. I want to achieve that stage. Any tips or tricks or anything, any suggestions, please?
Upma Masters, please pitch in.
So, Purnima ji, sometimes I realize, just like that, if you talk, what is happening is it's draining my energy. So, I want to conserve my energy like my bank balance. Okay. So, I treat energy equal to bank balance. So, at work or at home, unless I'm required, I'm not speaking. Unless I need to open my mouth, I'm not speaking unnecessarily. Because even if I speak when not needed, and my way back when I'm driving or when I'm all by myself, it's telling me you shouldn't have spoken that time. So all this is helping me. Sometimes thinking about past, talking about future is draining my energy. It's the same with everyone. It's the only thing is we don't have that awareness. So we should cultivate that awareness. That is,
Karuna, can I
Thank you.
yes,
can I piggyback
wonderful.
on Purnima's question? So is it also part of your nature, kind of also, that makes a person get into the mauna or the silence or choose your words? Does it come through nature and then it becomes more easy through this path? Is that also an observation you have had? Suppose a
Mm,
person is a quieter person by nature, then this will amplify or deepen their process even more, right? But some of
that
us
could.
who tend
Mm,
to be more expressive, will it be a more difficult thing?
It is
uh,
the after effects. Once we start meditating,
Hmm.
the effects will take the after effects. Eventually, you will talk less. Eventually, you will filter out
What is needed, not
what is
needed.
needed, what is not needed. And once we understand like gold concept, you got that energy. It's gold now. Like every ounce that you spend, be careful with it.
Mm.
You will. It will eventually happen. And
Units.
yeah, it will eventually happen, right? Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to also figure out is that you don't share. I mean, do you know exactly what you are going to share, what you are going to say? Is that the state all of you get to at that point? Would you know exactly what you need
So
to say, not to say, how much to say? Is that naturally comes? Because
yeah,
sometimes even I
yeah.
am also in the same. That question is very relevant for me also.
I read from a book, Three Filters,
Mm.
before talking.
Mhm.
Observe, is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it true? When you pass through these three filters, you can see.
And I heard, I just went to Jetavanam in India. It's like a silent ashramam actually, where they have more than 30 pyramids over there. Every house is a pyramid. One, what do you call the hoarding, right? Like where there was a quote, put it on the next to the road. What it says is, when you're speaking, make sure it is Ubhaya Kushalopari. And it's Telugu. Ubhaya Kushalopari means like you both are getting benefited by that one or not. It is ultra common sense that today morning also one thing I really liked, difference between buddhi and jnana. Buddhi is different. Jnana is like completely, are you reacting, or like reacting means like are you behaving over in that particular situation in a right way or not?
Mm.
So one example sir has given is, somebody, suppose your friend's parents, mom or father passed away, and you go there and say, oh, don't worry, we are all souls.
Mm.
Or you let be quiet and let your friend to completely, get out of that emotion, let him cry. That time silence is the best. You know the truth,
Yeah.
but that's not the right time to say that one. So it's all depends on ultra common sense, and what time is it the right time to speak or not. Sometimes maybe somebody is in high emotions, okay. That time, for example, like I just gave one example, like a normal example, like wife and husband, right? One person yells, the other person's calm down for that moment, and then slowly we can go ahead and tackle that situation at a later point. But we having that much of energy to slow down or calm down on that particular moment, if somebody is really, you are targeted over there, you're not reactive, or probably you can respond. The best ultimate thing Vasmati madam said is also like, there is like Divya also had this avamanam madhuram avamana madhuram. That means if somebody is insulting you also, like that's an experience, right? So we need to build that much of energy. That means if you need energy, we have to meditate, meditate, meditate. And silence conserves energy. I totally agree with Karuna,
Yes.
very much. If it's a right speech, it's a vakshetra, right? To Purnima's question, she had trouble in opening the voice, right? Like not the silence. So when you are in silence, definitely whatever the word, one word you speak, also that becomes a mantra. That much of power your word will gain after being silent. I mean, being silent. Like if you are continuously talking, nobody will care, right? What we are talking, what we are saying.
So this maybe this will help. So whatever I'm going to say is mantra. If that thought comes, probably, and the other one, like it should be beneficial for both the
Both.
person who involves in the conversation.
Correct.
That will help, I think, for me. Because
Correct.
when I was in Saga, so after Saga, I'm speechless. Means I keep silence. So when I reacted to one situation,
that drained my energy. So that showed
Yeah,
me how
silence.
am I
Yeah.
draining my energy every day. That
Mm,
showed me. So
yeah.
after my trip, I kept quiet as much as possible whenever
Silence
needed.
is
Yeah.
not a defeat actually. When you are silence in particular situation, that means you're completely controlling, your complete control of yourself and your complete control of the situation.
Your mind is also silent at that time, or just words?
Your mind has to be sending positive vibes to that person inside.
Okay.
Okay, calm down. I understand your pain. You don't, I mean, thought is energy too. If inside, if you're, thinking bad, and outside, if you're being silent, even that is not helpful.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry if I cut someone, I jumped in between, because Vakshetra is something even I am practicing consciously. Even the Bhavana Kshetra, the thought also something to be, practiced more.
So
No, not at all. Thank you,
while
Pushpa. Thank you.
I'm increasing my energy after this continuous practice of this meditation, I will become more aware what am I going to say. Before I put my word out, I know what am I going to say, right? So that much energy I need to raise them.
Yeah, suppose if your kid is really cranky, okay, if you don't have energy, we will just yell at them and turn, right? But if you have energy to calm down yourself, and then taking like hugging her, or like, sitting close to her, being silent, then slowly the other person also will slow down. That much of power the silence has.
Thank you, Pushpa. If you explain anything in the terms of motherhood, I very well understand. Because I'm very much towards kid side.
I know, I know. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
responding, this is a very good example. Yeah, that in that position we won't react, right? So we
Mm,
will respond to the kid only.
yeah.
So that makes sense.
Pushpa, would you be able to put a soft copy of Vakshetra book in the not in this chat, but in the
Power of speech book is there, right? Like there are so many books, power of speech.
okay.
Whoever want,
Please reach
uh,
out to Pushpa.
yeah, it's in Atma office. It's
Oh,
just a donation basis. Like every dollar you give, it's going to help us to, celebrate the World Meditation Day is coming on December 21st. It's a big gathering, 600 people or 700 people are coming. So there will be a free food. So overall, we are inviting the other meditation practitioners or spiritual groups also, be it whatever. We wanted to, have a synchronized meditation. I've been telling this to everybody, but I just wanted to stress that one more time. If you want to tell your friends and bring them, please feel free to bring them.
Yeah, and please register. We have the link in the group, WhatsApp group. We are
thank you.
trying to achieve Guinness records. So yeah, we need every registration to be added here. Thank you, friends.
Divya Master, should we go for meditation now?
Meditation, yes. Yeah,
Because how
please.
much we'll get about 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes?
Yeah, I'll share the music.
Okay. Masters, let's go into meditation. We will meditate for about 15 minutes and then we can share our experiences there.
Yeah, friends, please sit in your comfortable positions. Clasp your hands, cross your feet, either on a chair or on the floor. Remove your glasses if you're using any. Close your eyes and be with your natural breath. I'll be sharing the music. Be with your breath. Final 1 minute, friends. Slowly place your hands on your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's slowly open your eyes whenever you are ready. If anyone wants to share your meditation experience today, you can go ahead. Yeah, I can close it, Rupa.
Okay. No questions, no sharing experience, masters, that's fine. All right. Thank you so much. See you all again tomorrow with few more principles and another master. Thank you all. See you tomorrow, same time,